Do you need to replace your old cabinets and you're thinking about doing it yourself?
With RTA ready-to-assemble cabinets, stop struggling with those terrible paper instructions because this is the only video you need, and we'll show you tips to help you get the job done right.
Stay to the end to see the result and if RTA Cabinet DIY is right for you. I'm Darius of DIY Power Couple, and remember, you can DIY too. So let's get into it.
In case you didn't know, RTA means ready to assemble, so you'll be building these cabinets yourself. These are some of the tools you may need. I'll leave a link for these tools in the description. Some tape, a leveler, a regular or electric screwdriver, safety eyewear, a tape measure, a nailer or nail gun, a rubber mallet, cut-resistant gloves because you're dealing with wood, and your handsaw. You should know that ready-to-assemble cabinets usually come in a flat box. This is what shows up at your door.
RTA cabinets come very well packaged, but you want to make sure everything is there that you ordered and nothing is damaged. We also ordered some touch-up paint just in case we scratched the cabinets while building them. And we also put a blanket on the floor during assembly.
This is a double cabinet pantry that we're building. It comes with 6 slow close hinges and plenty of screws and brackets. The first thing we're going to do is install the hinges with the flat tapered screws. My wife is using the electric screwdriver to screw the hinges into the cabinet door, and I like to use the impact drill. Here's something you should know before putting the cabinet together. Start with the doors and then place the frame on top of them. Decide on which way you want your cabinet doors to open. Either right to left, the way the hinges are placed right now, or you can do it left to right. And that's the way we decided to have our door open. So we turned both doors around so that the hinges are on the other side. Left to right means the door will be on the right side when it's open. The last thing we want is for you to build this cabinet and realize that the doors are opening on the wrong side. Now we're drilling the hinge into the pre-drilled holes on the side of the frame. We like that these are soft close hinges and the cabinets come already painted. It's pretty heavy plywood. We had to work together so that we didn't wear ourselves out. I'm standing at the bottom of the cabinet, but we lined up the sides to the top slots of the cabinet where my wife is. Then we connected the brackets and sides to the pre-drilled holes on the frame. We did the same thing on the right side, making sure that the paint color is on the outside of the cabinet. We fully screwed in the sides to the bracket and the frame. The goal is to make sure that the sides are stable and not leaning. As a reminder, the larger door is at the bottom attached to the frame, and the smaller door is at the top attached to the frame. Aligning everything at the top of the cabinet will allow the sides and the middle sections to fit together.
So we got one in.
Okay.
We took our time so that we wouldn't push against the side panels and break them. So be gentle with your panels. We inserted the middle sections by starting at the top of the cabinet. You want the wood to slide down the inserts and into the frame. Now we screwed the L-shaped brackets in the middle to hold each of the boards to the frame and the side panels. There was no clear labeling on the panels or wood slots that we received. We noticed that some of the boards in our set were warped, so we used a rubber mallet to move them into the grooves. This is where it got interesting for us, and we're hoping that you don't have this same experience. The shelves that we received were warped and a little too long for the cabinet slots. So without us making any adjustments, the back panel would not slide through the cabinet. To rectify the situation, we cut the shelves just below the sliding grooves, so that the back panel would correctly fit on the cabinet. This was unexpected. The instructions don't say that you may have to trim the inserts. Let's put this in and see if it works. Yeah, that's a good fit. Now we'll grab a bracket and secure the wood piece to the top of the cabinet. Nailing the wood pieces to the cabinet sides helps to create a sturdy box. It's so much easier to slide the Now it's time to drill the black sheetrock screws into the pre-drilled holes on the back panel. Okay, so there's something that my wife and I didn't foresee that we want to share with you when it comes to measuring your tall pantry cabinet for a small space. This RTA pantry cabinet was built correctly and fit perfectly in a room with a high ceiling, but when my daughter and I moved it under the threshold and into a room with a lower ceiling, we could not tilt the cabinet back up because the cabinet was too tall. Even though we measured this pantry cabinet, I took about 3 inches off the toe kick area to fit it into our laundry room. So now we have to do something we didn't account for, which is cutting the lower part of the cabinet.
One thing you want to do is find out where you want to place your pull.
Just so you know, pulls do not come with this RTA cabinet, and there's no pre-drilled holes for you to screw into. So as a bonus, I'm going to show you how we installed our pulls.
And this is where we're going to start the first hole for our pull.
If you don't have the instructions for your pull to tell you where the center point is, you could use your tape measure from the center points of the hole and see that it's 5 1/16.
That's what they mean when they say.
And that's what it is right here.
Center to center pull.
5 1/16. So you want to make sure that this pull is straight up and down. We're going to look at it and we're going to make sure that everything is up and down perfectly. So we're going to mark the area to have a straight line.
Then check it.
Now we're going to check it. Placing it on this line. 5/32 inch drill bit. That's what we're going to use. So we want to make sure that we go straight in. So now we have both of our holes. The nice thing about RTA cabinets is that you can customize the pulls and place them wherever you like.
I like how our pulls accent this pantry cabinet.
Let's see how it fits into the laundry room. Hey guys, don't quit on your project. We know how it feels, so let's keep going. Let's see how tall the cabinet is with the new cuts. So far, it's looking like the cuts we made are really helping this project.
The unexpected cuts took away our kick plate, but we were more concerned with the fit.
And I was doing my best to watch out for the new light that I just installed. One of our takeaways from this project is learning the art of putting large pieces of furniture in small spaces. If you're a beginner woodworker, we built an RTA cabinet that's sturdy but not too heavy to move around. We measured the width of the space so the cabinet does fit. It's just the gliding feet at the bottom that are in the way. I'm taking my time so that I don't scratch our new appliances. That's the last thing I want to do. All we need is a few more pushes and the pantry cabinet is in its space. Hey guys, stay with me because there's something I gotta tell you about this project. And I want to show you one more thing.
This is something you should know. You've built your pantry cabinet and it's gonna fit, but the only thing that's stopping you is you have to bring it into a small space. And this was our issue. So if you have a large cabinet going into a small space, you may have to cut down the bottom. So if you cut the bottom, you have to realize that it's gonna change all of your other measurements. I cut just enough to still clear my top unit. But now our cabinets don't go all the way to the ceiling in this small space, but we're okay with it.
This pantry cabinet came with regular shelves that were easy to install. In another video, I show you how we built 2 rollout trays. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and make sure your notifications are turned on. Well guys, this is how the laundry room started. And this is how it looks now. Now you know what to expect when installing RTA cabinets.
This is a shaker pantry cabinet in the color of dove gray. So if you like this video,
Make sure you give us a thumbs up.
share with your family and friends, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, remember,
You can DIY too.
We'll see you in the next video.
Bye-bye.